Go.
Hi, welcome to another segment of Math Under 10. Alright guys, today what we're going to be covering is subtracting positive and negative numbers. Now, something you have to understand, a prerequisite to this, is you have to know how to add positive and negative numbers. So, if you're not too familiar with that, or you're kind of a little iffy on that, you can check out another one of my videos, adding positive and negative numbers up there. It's like the only other one. Check that video out, get the handle of it, and come back to this one. Or you can also YouTube it. There's like a million videos on it, but check mine out because it's the best. Alright, let's jump into this. Subtracting positive and negative numbers. Let's quickly go over what a positive and negative number is. Positive number would look just like this. It would be a 3. Nothing in front of it, just a plain number 3. On a number line, it would be represented right there above the 3. A negative 3 has a subtraction symbol right in front of it. That means it's negative. On a number line, the positive numbers would be on your right. If you're looking at it this way, on your left would be the negative numbers. A negative 3 would be right there. A lot of times, my students ask me, what's the point of this? Why am I learning this? Well, my little student, when you get to be a little older and you have a thing called bills, this right here is going to help you manage your bills, or if you own your own business. Businesses, adults, use this to basically manage their money. For example, you have $3. Alright, pull out your wallet, you got $3. Bam, bam, bam. You owe your friend $6. You have 3, you owe your best friend, your parent, your dog, whatever, you owe them $6. How much money do you technically have? Now you're trying to balance your money. You're trying to figure out how much money you have coming in, how much money you have going out. You have $3, you owe someone $6. On this number line, where's your wallet at? Pretty much, where your finances at? You have 3, you owe 6, where you at? If you said 0, well, yeah, you don't have any money because you owe somebody money. You're technically broke, but not really. You're actually at negative 3. Reason being, you're here. You owe $6, so you're actually going to go back 6 spaces. Kind of like Monopoly, you know, like go forward 2, go back 3. You're going to go back 6 because you're at 3, you owe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're at negative $3, so you know what's called being in the red or in the hole, $3. So you have to come up with some way to make $3 up real quickly before your friend gets mad and beats you up. All right, so that's how that basically works. Definition, positive number, negative number. Quick thing. Positive numbers, you don't put positive signs in front of them. You just write them down, leave them as are. That means it's a positive number. All right, so let's work out a couple problems. Number 1, 7 minus negative 3. So you're going to do this thing called keep, add, change. See right here, keep, add, change. Let me show you how that works. 7 minus negative 3. Now, looking at this problem, most math books are going to put negative numbers in parentheses, especially when you're subtracting. Reason being, so you don't confuse the two. That means subtract, this means negative 3. If you look at the problem, there's 3 different pieces to it. The 7, the minus, and the negative 3. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. While you're learning this, I want you to write keep, or just a K above the 7, of subtraction, write an A, the negative 3, write a C. Keep, add, change. Now this is what that means. 7, keep it means you just keep it as a 7. You don't do anything to it. Subtraction means you change subtraction to an add. So you turn it into a plus sign. Change the negative 3 means you change the negative 3 into what is opposite. And the opposite of negative 3 would be a 3. And then you just add the two together. 7 plus 3, if my math is any good, would be 10. Pretty simple stuff. It's not too hard once you kind of get the steps down. It's just getting those steps down, remembering to do the keep, add, change, which is the tricky part. Let's look at number 2. Negative 2 minus 4. If you see the negative, switch spots. So it's now you got a negative 2 here, minus 4. Now, what's my first step? what am I going to do first off? Good. You're going to do the keep, the add, and the change. So you know, once you get good at it, you can skip that step. But in the meantime, I want you just to put that down so you get used to it. So keep the -2 means you just keep the -2 the way it is, right? What does that mean? Well, how did I add that? Good. Turn that to a plus sign. And the 4, how do I change that? If you said change it to a -4, correct. And what I would do is I'd put in parentheses -4. So you just don't confuse everything. Keeps everything separate. So when you look at the problem, you see it's -2 plus -4. Now, on my last video, I taught you a little chart called a negative and plus chart. This is to help you add negative numbers and positive numbers. So if this is foreign to you, you can check out my other video and I explain a little bit more in depth on that one. So -2 under both columns, -2 under the negative column, -4 under the negative column. Because they're underneath the same column, I get -6. So my answer to this problem, it would be -6. Alright. Now, next problem. -2 minus -4. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to try this problem on your own, by yourself. So, pause the video, try it on your own, -2 minus -4. Hit unpause and see if we got the same answer. Alright? Go. Back? Alright. So, -2 minus -4. Remember, you do the keep, add, change. Keep the -2, keep the -2 just the way it is. Add, so you change that subtraction symbol to a, good, to a plus sign. -4. How do I change -4? Good, to a +4. -2 plus 4. If I was starting out, I would do my negative and plus chart. I got the -2 underneath the negative column, the +4 underneath the positive column. The 4 appears to be the bigger number, so I'm going to bring the -2 over. Because I have to bring a number over, I'm going to subtract these. So I get 2. It's underneath my positive column, so my answer is going to be a +2. -2 plus 4 equals 2. So your answer to the number 3 would be 2. Alright, so I hope that was pretty clear. Now, like anything, like I always say, the way to get to Carnegie Hall is practice. So the way to get good at this stuff is practice. So underneath the description are some worksheets that you can practice on your own. One's a worksheet, the other one's are the answers. Practice them, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them for me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, thank you, and have a good day.